This coming Sunday at our church, we are celebrating the season of the end times. And this particular Sunday in our church year, it's the last Sunday, is known as Christ the King Sunday. This is the Sunday of the year where we think about our King of Kings and Lord of Lords coming back to take the believers to be with him in heaven. It's the day where we think about our King of Kings who always has been, who is, and who always will be ruling over all things. We think about our King of Kings and Lord of Lords, Christ our Savior. We think about how someday he's going to come back and judge the world. Everyone who has died, all those who are living at that time, will stand before God the judge. And at first, that may cause you to be afraid. You might hear that God is going to judge you, and you might start to fear. And you would be right to be afraid. You have all those sins you've ever committed. All the things you've ever done wrong in life, the sins that you feel guilty about, the sins that you're ashamed of, the ones that you fear the consequence of. As you think about all those sins you've ever committed, you would be right to be afraid, because just like you, I'm a sinner, you're a sinner, everyone in the world is a sinner. And we deserve to face the wrath of God on Judgment Day. But as you think about this Sunday of the end times, as you think about Christ your King coming back to judge, as a believer, that is not something to be afraid of. Instead, it's something to look forward to with great anticipation and great joy. In the last book of the Bible, God talks about the end times. He talks about the final day when he will come back to judge the world. And some of the first few verses in that book are filled with great comfort and joy for believers. Some of the first few words give believers peace. Revelation chapter 1, part of verse 4. Grace and peace to you from him who is, and who was, and who is to come. As you think about the end times, as you look to the day of judgment coming, as a believer in Jesus, you have this grace and peace given to you from the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. You have that grace, that undeserved love. You have peace. It's that Old Testament shalom. It's that faithful love, that never-ending grace. That is yours as a believer in Jesus as you look to the day of judgment. And that grace and peace that is yours comes from the one who is, and who was, and who is to come. It's from your King of Kings and Lord of Lords. It's from your Savior Jesus, who always has been, who is, and who always will be in control, ruling over all things. That grace and peace is yours because of what your Savior Jesus did for you through his perfect life, innocent death, and victorious resurrection. As you think about the end times, as you think about that final day of judgment coming, as you think about Christ your King returning, grace and peace are yours. God's blessings throughout the rest of your week. And I look forward to seeing many of you on Sunday morning.